Knock, knock.
Who's there?
That's not funny, and on this week's episode of the Daily Edit, let's find out why. Good morning, I'm Mr. Fazzini with today's Daily Edit, and today we're going to be talking about pronouns. But first, let's take a look at the parts of a sentence. We have a subject, we have an object, and that object can either be direct or indirect. So let's get to some examples of pronouns. As you can see up here on the board, we have some subject pronouns, she, he, they, I, and we, and some object pronouns, her, him, them, me, and us. Now that we've learned what the subject, what the direct object, and the indirect object are, let's take a look and see if we can figure out just where, in that last joke, we may have gone wrong. So up here, you see a sentence, who went to the store? Pretty simple question. Let's find out. Would we say she, he, they, I, or we went to the store? Or would you say her, him, them, me, or us went to the store? Let's do it on the board. Take a look. Since we have I went to the store, I am the subject of the sentence. The who is right. Well, now we're going to take a look at a common letter introduction. We look up here, to whom it may concern. Well, let's break this down. Who are all of the people that it could possibly concern? Could it concern him? Could it concern her? Could it concern them? So if you take a look there, those are a list of all of the people that it could possibly concern. It doesn't concern he, it doesn't concern I, it would concern her, him, them, me, or us. So right there, we see a simple breakdown of the subject versus object pronoun in action with two simple everyday sentences. Let's take a look now at a common letter opening, to whom it may concern. As you see here with the whom, this is looking like it's going to be an example of an object pronoun. Is it right? Let's take the test. If we're breaking this one down, we can see that the letter is being sent to someone who might benefit from some of the information there. Let's ask ourselves a few questions before we go with that pronoun. Does it concern I, or does it concern me? Does it concern they, or does it concern them? Does it concern he, or does it concern him? And if we take a look there, could it concern him, her, or them? It absolutely could. So in this case, to whom it may concern is the way to do it, as opposed to who it may concern, because then it would concern he, it would concern she, and so on. So now that we have what subjects and objects are, as I said before, I can explain to you what direct objects and indirect objects are. So let's take a look at the direct object. It answers this question: who or what is directly affected or acted upon by the sentence? Example, I ran the race. I, subject, ran, verb, the race is the direct object. The indirect object answers this question: is there something in the sentence that's indirectly affected or impacted by the action of the sentence? So let's take a look at the following sentence. The company sent me a new computer. The company is the subject, sent is the verb, me is the indirect object, and a new computer is the direct object. Quick note, the company could still send a computer to someone who's not Mr. Fazzini. So then, the Mr. Fazzini, or the me, in that sentence is the indirect object. So let's recap. Here we go. We're going to learn where that joke went wrong and how it could have succeeded. Let's take a look back at subject versus object pronouns. Remember this: who refers to the subject? Here's a quick test. If it can be answered with I, he, she or they, then put who. Who ate the cereal? I ate the cereal. Whom refers to the object of the sentence. Quick test. If it can be answered with me, her, him, them, put whom. To whom it may concern, like we had on our letter. It can concern him, it can concern her, it could concern them, it could concern me. By whom was the letter written? Answer. The letter was written by him, her, them, or me. So again, if you're telling the knock-knock joke in the future, knock-knock, who's there? Hilarious. I'm Mr. Fazzini. This has been the Daily Edit. Thanks for watching.